saw the news today that Nicola Sturgeon had resigned. I think it was a bit of a shock. I never saw that coming. Don't think anybody did. But over the years, I got kind of used to her being there. I quite liked her. Thought she had integrity, honesty, stuff that's kind of sorely missing in politics today. I didn't agree with all of her policies by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I didn't vote for her the last time. But I think she was respected the world over. And I think that's good for Scotland. I think it's sad that we're not going to have that now, because I don't think we're going to be replacing her with Douglas Ross. Really, I don't think that's going to happen. But it's kind of funny watching we talk a lot about team belonging and footballification of our politics. And the vitriol that's kicking about today from half the population blows my mind. It's and it can be the West End housewife, or it can be the Bucky Bamfy Possel that's got a Union Jack on his bedroom wall. This coalition of wee cranky poison dwarf, ding dong, the witch is dead, all of that kind of stuff. I don't like it. And it's not because I particularly like her. I just think it's the wrong way to go. I remember when they were dancing in the streets when Maggie Thatcher died. I didn't agree with that either. I think it's, you know, and it's funny because some of the people I've been watching today, some of the people I know, and they're perfectly respectable, perfectly nice people. But give them a keyboard and they're bonkers, vitriolic, you know, words that they would never have coming out their mouth. They're quite happy to type them and post them, and you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, I wasn't out in the streets celebrating when Boris went. And he was shit. You know, nobody was out celebrating when, what's her name, the bloody Liz Truss went, because they didn't know she was there in the first place. But what is it with Nicola Sturgeon? Is it because she's a woman? You know, and these are the questions that we kind of need to ask of ourselves. Is it because she's a woman? Is there more hatred for Nicola Sturgeon than Alex Salmond before her? Because she's a woman? And this hate stops people becoming politicians. It stops people with integrity coming in. So you either get absolute narcissists coming in for corporate and personal gain, or you get the greyest individual who's never done anything, experienced anything in their entire lives and has no knowledge of what they're speaking about. What is it we want from our public life? Because I've been asked to do it a couple of times. I've been asked to consider standing. Not on your Nelly Duff would I do it. Can you imagine it? Some people think I'm great. Other people think I'm a big pantomime, dame, transvestite, anti-Semitic, Nazi, whatever. We need to stop it. Generally speaking, people are there for the right reasons. Grant you, a lot of our politics has lost its way recently because a lot of the people are not there for the right reasons. They're there because they're corporate controlled. Open your eyes, see who's corporate controlled, see who's there for personal gain, and maybe think about backing the people that aren't. Because if you're backing the Conservative Party, for instance, because of the football team you support, what does that say about you? What does that say to your intelligence when every post you put out is get 5 Union Jacks at the end of it and emojis? You know, get a grip of yourselves. See us like the rest of the world sees us. What do we want? Do we want 5 people at the top with all the money and it'll all trickle down to people in the bottom? Or do we want a more Scandinavian style socialism? where maybe we do tax a little bit more. In Scotland, we are taxed a little bit more than we are in the UK. But the last time I looked, the standard of living that we have is generally speaking seen to be better. So what do we want? Have a think before you start battering on your keyboard.